Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final game of PUBG's European League for today. And if you join us, thank you, because we're not normally on Thursday, so, you know, we maybe caught you off guard. But if you've just joined us, you've missed 4 of the big 5, as they like to call them. Wins TSM first game 1, G2 game 2, Team Liquid Team game 3, FaZe Clan game 4. Will it be Na'Vi game 5? Lauren? Yay? Nay?
I don't know. I want to say yes. I'd love it just for the idea that they'd actually close it all out.
They just said they're Western Circle, but honestly, they've generally been pretty poop on Western Circles.
Yeah.
They tend to go for that massive compound and then have some on the hill.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the fields. Actually, they lost to GamerLegion, right? They lost that game to GamerLegion last week.
If it was like Miramar, I'd say yes. I'd say
they're definitely better on Miramar, I would say.
Right, and it's just like they're not bad on this map. I'm never gonna say Na'Vi are bad.
No.
Like I'm not actually stupid. I know it's debatable, but like there's something in my brain. But Erangel, I feel like we're seeing some better teams picking up more consistent wins here, or at least placements.
Very surprised with the way they got caught out by NIP in the last game, when they knew exactly where NIP were and knew they were coming for them.
I don't know if it was a miscall, miscommunication, loss of information. I don't know what allowed NIP to be able to get that close, because Na'Vi were holding them at range. So it was a mistake. I don't know what the error was, but it's uncharacteristic.
Yep.
Hopefully they come back in this just being a little bit more fired up. They're like, all right, all of the other big teams picked up wins. We want into the club. So, final game of the day, as said, match 80. God, we've been here a while.
Yep, done quite a few of these so far. 80 games, just 16 to play after this for Super Week. You can't say it normally.
No. I just can't say it at all anyway.
Well, it's going over Milton Power.
Oh,
Milton.
Frankie. Milton. Shout out to Frankie. She left us for CSGO.
She left us.
She's done the reverse
of what you did.
Yeah. It's just, why have you sold out, Frankie? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Big paychecks, the fame. Is that it? Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a look at this one.
Won't hear it. She's
True,
doing
she
other
doesn't
things.
watch PEL. She's sold out. She's doing Instagram stories with like FaZe players now. She's so famous, dude. Let's find out how this one goes. Again, the circle's gonna be pretty definitive of who at least gets a good step in the door. I think that's the only way I can really put it at this point, because we'll see time and time again teams who can really play it out. Like you look at FaZe.
Page and Reels is what I'm looking at. They're going for the same car, or no? Okay, Reels is kind of just going off shelter. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. ENCE back to North Georgia as well, because they dropped in really suit. Bjorn, sneaky, stole the car away from the edge of Pachinki. Honk the horn as you drive away. Honk, honk. All right, going to be a Western Circle, you know it.
Stalbert. It's going Stalbert.
Is it L?
That's the noise of it.
That's what it does when it goes.
Genius. Do you know what I just remembered? I was looking at Stalbert because I was just like, oh, ENCE aren't up there because they're going Northern George. And I remember when, I don't know if you guys at home did this, and I don't know if you did it either, when people realized that loot spawned on the spawn island and you take boats and go up there at the start and then come back, it was such a cheesy strat. Like, I thought I was like some ingenious
Was it Everlook
player.
that did it originally at Gamescom? Yeah,
Couldn't remember, but I remember doing that and being like, hell yeah. Because there was like some milli loot on that. Like, that was pretty
That's how he won
sick.
that solo game in Gamescom, I'm pretty sure.
That's true. My brain doesn't work that far back. I just remember like Forzen playing with Andy Pyro, and that was like just...
Everlook, I know because he was a Korean... was he Overwatch player? I think he was.
I think it was Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Snark's in a danger, T-Bone.
So we were talking about T-Bone.
Snark, just bang him out. Iron sight. Do it. Did you not pick up the Car 98, Snark? How dare you? Did I see it? I'm not going mad. I saw a Car 98, right?
I wasn't looking. I was looking at the map. T-Bone ain't got a lot. My crew is in a dream. And I don't know if Snark knows he's here. Ivor's coming. Okay, here comes the cavalry. You got to hope that Ivor's been able to loot something in heaven. Now, Snark hears it. Drops out the back. So T-Bone's like, all right, back of the house. Vaulted through. And Snark is going right off the back of this place, not having any of that.
Yeah, he's done a hit and run. He's like, I'll take your loot and just get the hell out. Oh no, I don't know
this
what's
is
worse.
A horrible. Okay, so they're not being quick on the push here. So
no,
I think
they're
pushing
being patient. I don't know what's worse. I just mentioned Forzen and Andy Pyro at Twitch chat. It's just like the emote spam is just heathen right now.
Ah, yeah.
Papega, my guys.
Yeah.
I miss Andy in this game. He was a personality, you know?
That he definitely is.
He still is. I mean, I watched his TwitchCon streams. They're unique, dude. He was just like walking around like, I'll just go get a tattoo. All right, dude, just go.
Yeah.
Why not? Just like half like drunk, just like wandering in. It's a wild ride. PUBG's had some really good personalities. We still do. I do just miss Andy. He's a spicy boy. But let's have a look. They're all going for those big, important compounds here. DA's going to get a shot at it. N47, the Knights might look at it. Of course, anywhere just south of Yasnaya seems very popular. Anywhere on that main road, you know, near Heaven and just off to the west of it as well.
Yeah, I think N47, obviously, we saw going there. I think they're probably just going to stay there as well. Normally, obviously, in Yasnaya, so I think they're happy to just stick it around there. TRYFFELI seems to be happy with his car 98. mxey, nobody saw that. It's all good.
Bonk.
Just repositioning his vehicle. TSM off to the north, going up sort of, probably going for maybe the Alamo, actually. Rios is kind of... Is he looking to stay there, Rios? I'm not too sure. He normally loots in shelter, and I feel like he's kind of heading to the compound. Yeah, I'm trying to spot his position on the map, but he isn't really moving, so I feel like he may be just staying there on the edge of shelter.
A compound, yeah, there's a compound north of shelter that's quite strong. It has that car park area. I call it car park. I don't know. It's where TSM. You'll see TSM fly past it. It's nice if you got maybe one more teammate with you. I'd say. I don't know if it's a solo hold, and it's not exactly a high priority compound, but it's not a bad one either. He's got a vehicle now. I think as soon as TSM came close, he's backing out. Yeah,
as soon as he heard cars coming up, he's hopped in and he's drove straight off. So back to Mansion with the rest of the Knights. Just trying to hold a north-south split, not really viable. I like the gambles these teams are playing with this. It kind of sometimes can work out massively in your favour. Fuzz is doing similar. He's having a little scout around while FaZe have covered off the Harry Potter and the prison wall. So he's having a little look around, and I think he's found himself Alamo. Yep, easy. Into Alamo.
Beautiful.
Let's get somebody else over here to support, maybe. Unless he fancies being on his own. Because Mex is on prison wall. Ubah's in the yellows. Aitzy is in the Harry Potter. And Fuzz is in...
What are our names on this map? Harry
right.
Potter, Alamo, he's in Liquid
It's just
compound.
the names of buildings, right? It's just... It's how they form. And what does it look like? It looks like a wizard tower. Okay, Harry Potter.
That's it. It's Hogwarts, bro. It's good. Vasco needs to get the heal off there. You can't be peeking that window. DA again, a little spicy. You can't be just like recklessly peeking windows. What's your favorite call out of any game that you've casted? Like you cast, like
you know, it's kebab.
Kebab shop. It never was called kebab.
COD 4 Promo kebab shop.
I can't remember what we used to call it. I think we called it cafe. I don't think we called it kebab.
Yeah.
I know you guys called it when you were Shoutcast. I think when we were playing it was,
didn't have a
cafe.
name, and we did it from the very beginning. So we just called it kebab shop. We needed to call it something because it was one of the main compounds on Crossfire, the map that everyone hated.
I hate Crossfire
but
so much.
I love casting it. It's great.
Awful
anyway, former games. I don't want to say former glory, but
the best part is, I remember when PUBG first came out, a lot of these teams and a lot of these players were people who used to love those sort of games that had movement in it, but still had good shooting, that enjoyed games other than Counter-Strike, because there was a lot of time when there wasn't that many FPS games big in the scene, so you'd either play CS or COD 4 was dead, so you're screwed.
1.6, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So it's like
it all went to consoles. Oh
pretty
dear.
much. But yeah, Promo was good fun. I miss that, man. A lot of these players, I remember a lot of them, in the early days of them just like playing games, having fun. I know a lot of the players came through it and enjoyed it. So it's good to see PUBG kind of being a unique way of playing other games.
Yeah, it's the first game for me from the old Battlefield days that really got me hooked in for a long time.
Yep.
And I'm talking 1942 here, by the way. Not the year, the game.
Well,
thanks. Thanks.
Could be both. Why not both? We do see G2 now joining in. Raise Your Edge are the furthest out team. There's still actually no ENCE. Always ENCE. ENCE coming in the north. And I do like the way people are gambling. So we have the southern gamble, and then we have like the people going, maybe it'll go north. Maybe we'll have those Kameshki higher up endings, which could happen potentially. Again, all this
is not good
nah,
news.
NELLOZ is not happy. No one likes being that guy who's like, please, dude, just give me like,
painted
please,
target.
just don't drive in a straight line. Give me some serpentine. Just use those trees. And anything is good.
Well, 7 are just ahead of NELLOZ here. Yeah, they're just scouting the yellows out. I mean, sure, just pull up. That's what they're doing. It's a four-way pull-up. Krabic with the iron sights. Pokemon caught out quickly by Sadovnik, former Na'Vi man, former teammate. Good nade towards Senya as well at that tree.
Christ,
And he
that's
does
a
catch
very
him.
good nade. Yeah, really nice nade coming out, but Na'Vi.
Oh, look at it, ramping off the
banking it.
Dacia.
Yeah, this is a poorly scouted semi-crash. It felt like such a weird half-hearted pull-up here. They're being punished. They might be able to trade in a little bit. With Pokemon being knocked, it's unrecoverable. It's time to get out of there.
The curse of the desk strikes. They wanted the Na'Vi win. And, well, NELLOZ Naduzi is still alive, so I'm not going to write him off, but that was not a good bit of play.
Okay, that is not a circle that I was expecting to see.
No.
A little bit further west than I expected. I thought it'd be a little bit more southeast-ish, kind of centering towards like DA. It's not far from it. It's just that it's including Rozhok School. You can see the teams didn't include that western just slice from Rozhok to kind of those hill compounds east of school and apartments.
Liquid Split's fantastic for this circle. G2
gorgeous,
are in the old Liquid compound, which is what it's known as. It's not actually their compound. They don't own it. They haven't got, you know, rental rights or anything. Chris is having a little scout out. That's going straight to Reciprocity. I'll be very surprised if he gets away with it, but it looks like he's just going to get out and have a good old look.
I'd love it to end kind of around like Reciprocity, CrowCrowd. That's some of my favorite part of this map.
Slightly
like,
Welsh there for a moment there. Oh, I love it, I would. Oh,
I don't know why I keep doing it, and I know I keep doing it. I listen to this back and I'm like, why am I Welsh?
FaZe Edge, just having a little drive-by with Navi. Look at it. No fear from these boys. Tell you what, those vehicles have got to be pretty damaged.
Low, aren't they? Sure, old Coda Mendes not looking so healthy. Black smoke pouring out of the Dacia.
He's like, no, boys.
Yeah, get out. Let's pull up. Potato Hill it is. That's where they just have to commit to at this point, isn't it?
I mean, they're miles out. But they're going to sit play edge. That's fine. They can have a little peek around. ENCE into Yasnaya coming down from the hills. NIP alongside them as well. So watching them entering the city apartments area. I used to like dropping Yasnaya, and you just, I don't know what it was, because obviously you will see the teams doing it, and they always come out quite happily, but if you drop there yourself, you never get a bloody vehicle.
No.
It's just like, where are they all?
End up running around in the east, like, please.
Yeah.
Nah.
Some random guys dropped in and yoinked your car. You're like,
I was never good at dropping
a...
Yasnaya. I could never do it. I played the back six. I don't know if they even call it back six anymore, but the apartments on the western side, and it was fine. But give me like a nice. I like Military Island. Millie and Novo,
Ooh.
Georgia Paul. Give me a bit of that. Beautiful, beautiful. But I'd like it to end around
George
here.
is fine, yeah.
Yeah, the crates though.
Yeah.
I love this ending around here because you get that forest area in here. You get the bridges in the northern side, just kind of north of Reciprocity. That whole area is just gorgeous to watch play out. Even where Liquid are, I haven't seen an ending there in a while.
It's not ended around that hill. Yeah, that ridge line.
That
where
whole-
Liquid is.
well,
it
this, like,
definitely has
area
where
here.
Liquid is. Yeah, we've had it in
Oh, pull up, hold on,
phase
Uber.
2.
Is he trying to
TSM are
steal
backing
this
out.
away?
TSM are out of there. Where's that return fire coming from? Is this another vehicle?
Michael, where is Michael? He's a tiny little
Oh, it
dot
is.
in the distance.
He's a dot. Uber sees him though. I wrote, yeah, that car is not good. Look at that.
Not good.
Not
There's
a lot
the
of...
ditch.
Is he sticking with that car?
No, just stick to the
No,
ditch.
it's just repositioning it.
You can just blow it up and use it for additional cover, I guess. Again, the ditch is okay. It's actually not a bad one. Out of all the ditches there are and everyone kind of like claims, it's actually not a bad one. It's one that you can actually utilize. And there's no one south of him, which is sometimes the undoing of that position, is the south side. People can fire from you. But if you have that building where currently Rory and Co are residing, you can really supplement that position. So that's fine. Some very well thought out 2-2 splits here. This is what we're going to be seeing, and I like that, is that you see a lot of these teams theory crafting. I hope it doesn't go to the fields near Yasnaya. I don't want those fields. I don't want... If it goes
G2,
towards like ENCE, NIP, DA, I don't want the South Yasnaya fields. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Yep, straight on to G2, basically. The old Liquid compound. Chris is like, all right, sorted. We got the compounds there. The circle's going.
Yeah.
We've seen this one before. I still think it could pull over to the west. We'll see. Team Liquid are... Oh, look, they're both going for that. Reciprocity and Liquid both going for the same
Charging
compound.
in.
Shiv got there
think Shiv's got
first. And Liquid, yeah, Liquid have backed out.
Yeah, I think they need to now fall back to the smaller isolated compound. I think there's just one there that's not quite as good. So yeah, Reciprocity, Team Liquid, G2, DA, they have the kind of strongholds here. If it goes north, of course, ENCE come into play, as do NIP. If it goes south, TSM. But for now, they're your big players.
The Knights are in a horrible spot. They've got to come out of Mansion now, and they've got to figure out, do they go up to the north, swing it for that ditch that DESPERADO's TomiL's in? Do they go for Heaven, knowing damn well that N47 are there? And that's a tough pull-up, but it can work out.
They could swing north. I wouldn't be surprised if they swing around Yasnaya or something crazy, because you're not getting in on this side. That eastern side, that bank, has so little room to play on unless you crash TomiL.
I think they're going for that ditch that TomiL's in. I think that's going to be the target. Znark and Reels just scouted it. The problem is there's only one person, so there's no way they're going to see him in there. And it is just one person. TomiL, oh no, he quickly switched into the M4. He realizes what's coming his way. He has got support from the rest of Yasnaya. He's going to try and get some damage down, and that's just going to pull up next to him. They haven't, TomiL's going to get out of there. Can he get away in this buggy? He has got the Sapphire support. Drayden pulls right in next to them. Realizes they managed to clear it out. They know they've got problems. Yeah, and they're going to go to the dip to the left there. SIMSY is down low, but he won't have any vision now, and that's where Wanted stops. Drayden's like, break!
These nades aren't bad.
That's a big nade, yeah.
I'm a little worried with the Knights on this pull-up. I actually don't like it that much at all. Good tag there coming through. SIMSY being kept at least competitiveness. Aduzi's gone down towards Team Liquid. That's Jeems connecting that. And Na'Vi are just clutching at straws here. They've had a terrible round. This, if they'd won this one, this would have been the big teams all putting in work, but they've just been cut to shreds.
Yeah, they're not really in a good spot, that's no doubt. Razor Edge deciding to go deep south on their rotate. GamerLegion still peppering their cars. They have thankfully put Coldamentor in somebody else's UAS, so he's okay for now. The nades, we were talking about them. TomiL has made it. That's a double knock there with Vasco getting them at the same time from Heaven. So the Knights with 2 down, and this was the 2-2 split, and that's not worked.
No, it hasn't. I'm not a big fan of how they've approached that at all. I think it was just, the closest safe, not safe bet, but it was the closest bet. And I think they could have maybe looked beyond that scope, potentially. Again, hindsight is 20/20. Razor Edge, working their way on the south. This could be an issue for TSM. They need to keep them locked out. Same for FaZe. They don't want that to happen. And now circle shift. Let's see where we go. Ooh, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all.
Got a little bit over to the west. So basically where CrowCrowd is, it's kind of those big ridgeline hillside down in towards Team Liquid as well. Obviously, there's the big roadside. We could see someone go for this western compound now. It's kind of like a play that you're almost committed to dying on. But the question is, at what point will you die? Will it be phase 5, phase 6? Will it keep going your way, or will you basically be able to survive to the top 3?
Exactly that. Sometimes you got to work it out. NIP going for the west. They're going to go for the long compound next to apartments, the one that just kind of sits before it and in the corner.
Oh, FaZe are going for it.
FaZe.
Where is this going to be?
FaZe. I don't know where they're sending this. They could send it into this area, take it away from Na'Vi. Na'Vi only have 2 here, but they're putting up some damage. Bye-bye, Na'Vi. But it's not all for free. FaZe. Oh, no. This has gone a little bit awkwardly, hasn't it?
No, don't know. Uber's the last one up, isn't he?
I think so. I think they've all just been absolutely shattered.
I think, you know what? I'm going to start having to do phase rotate trademarks on that one, because this is starting to become common practice. When they have to send it, it never goes very well.
TSM and Razor Edge are getting very close by as well. TSM have Iroh and Michael in that forward position in that little ditch. I'm surprised that Rory and Co didn't pull up faster. Michael's trying to get that nade to work for him, and he needs it to.
No.
Otherwise, they're in a lot of danger. Rory does support, finds mxey. That's big. They needed this to happen for them. They need that support fire to work out from those southern 2 players.
Tiikzu, not a lot. Luckily for him, the car explosion won't do damage. Iroh's trying to line the next nade up. mxey will go down. That puts Tiikzu in all sorts of trouble. Nades around the side. Looks like no more nades, so Tiikzu, did he just get out the second Michael looked away? No, he tried to vault out. I think he's stuck. I'm not sure he can vault out.
Yeah, that car is rammed in.
I'm not sure he can vault out over it, yeah.
It's like Brum trying to get into the blooming
Brum.
cover. Do you remember
Jesus.
that show? I love that. That was proper good.
I was a little old for Brum by the time that came out.
Yeah, good point. That'd be a bit weird if you're a big fan.
Yeah, massive fan.
Only British people in chat go, how on earth do you remember Brum?
It was a bus, wasn't it?
It was like a little car running around. I don't know.
remember.
Desperados, Ultra, still trying to hold on here.
Look at the nades!
Look at the nades! Oh my god.
47. It's just Ultra. That's all that's there. That's been about 9 to 10 nades. Good grief. Can we get a patch, please? Oh.
Red Zone has entered into competitive PUBG. TomiL takes the fight though. T-Bone a little late to try and back out of there, and it's going to be a little bit of a punish. TomiL always seems to be last man alive, and he's never like baiting either. I know that sounds like I'm calling him out as the guy who baits his teammates.
Oh, yeah,
He's not. He's actually just always kind of like
it's
the last guy.
It's because he's short.
You know what? That's cruel. That's not okay.
They just didn't see him. So
Alright,
he's going to get T-Bone here.
Leave the cannonball alone. He's doing just fine.
He's going to get T-Bone. Oh, SIMSY's dead. Did he? I don't think he managed to get out, or looks like he's dead on the... I don't know what is going on with that body.
Just don't look in that shack. Nothing's good's coming from it. Paige is in danger. mxey in the blue. No idea what's going on. Might be able to shoot Paige in the back here.
mxey!
No idea!
mxey!
Oh no, mxey is clueless. He's found FaZe. Paige is baffled. Oh, mxey! Just taking him down with him. He's absolutely
double for his
N47
team.
there.
Yeah, and if TomiL was still pursuing...
He could have done something with that.
Well, I was going to get one up, but I'm not too sure what that's cost him, because TSM kind of still looking this way as well. Here comes DA on the move. This is in the northern side of the circle where they're going to send it. ENCE are doing the exact same. Looks like they might be crashing in towards Reciprocity north side. No, they're going towards FaZe instead in the ditch, and this is not looking good. FaZe Clan should be able to collect the points here. They get Mitraleius down. There was one more remaining. Who's they missing? Mitraleius, there we go. FaZe will pick them all up.
Okay, ubah was the only casualty. They're okay for now. GamerLegion, close quarter combat. Nade getting put through. That's Crab on the other side. And Edelweiss, 7th one who hindered Na'Vi earlier on, but now they're having their progress hindered in the south side.
Yeah, GamerLegion trying to catch them off guard. Krabic, I believe, is the last man. And he's spotted on the side there. They know exactly what tree is at. Rory steals it away from a mile away across the road. It was NIP that committed to that compound on the southwest side. They've actually got a nice 2-2, so they managed to get over the bridge, and that's actually may well cause problems for Team Liquid. Now, the compound we got Team Liquid in was the same one. I'm trying to think, we saw G2 in a similar position. Oh, that explains why G2 were looking at Reciprocity's compound now. That's the game they had 17 kills come from. They swept around this northern hillside and managed to somehow win the game. I remember now.
TSM pulling up towards GamerLegion in the south as well. Gustav, Iro, all looking this way. Bjorn and Mac&Dark have definitely heard this. Hamster's there as well, but TSM could be in a spot of bother here. TomiL further out by the blue. Here's the pull-up. Gustav could fire towards Vex. Return fire from Hamster.
Yeah, just to get down. That was the surprise factor gone. Not that it was much of a surprise when they drove up in vehicles, but... Surprise.
Ta-da.
We're here. Ivor caught out. M47 go down. 11th place for them. TomiL looks like he's going to follow. Here comes a load of names. That's going to be NIP in trouble. One more will do it. That may well be the one. There it is. Desperados go down as well just before NIP. As CrowCrowd get... That's the 2-2 split, by the way, that was. So CrowCrowd got the hill. And Atlee as well. MBS and Gaxley, the other side of the ridge on the roadside. And it's a big ridge, that one.
Yeah, it is. GamerLegion now on the move up. Team Liquid holding this kind of deeper side, but look at Bjorn, surprise! Oh, Bjorn, what a shot towards Rory, the flush from Hamster. And looking for the follow-up, Iro holds the high ground, he doesn't want to let this happen.
Nades
Fire comes back in and Gustav is holding the line.
Big nade from Gustav there, catching two of them down instantly. Vex is in trouble. Hamster should be able to get revived. I think they might bide the time to get Gustav back on his feet, but the blue is going to be pressing them soon. Michael with a really long angle holding the back line as Iro goes to the revive.
Iro being kept safe.
They've missed the moment to go for the revive there completely. Yep. Gustav instantly throwing the nade out. Instantly through. He knew exactly where they are. The nade goes straight at them.
Yeah. Like to be alive here, but it looks like this is slowed down GamerLegion. You're going to see Michael pulling up now. He's going to pull himself over towards us. He needs to support his team, try and consolidate the forces here, and they still haven't got that revive going, and it looks like they want to try and punish that, but still, the circle moves and it's gone north.
Yeah. Reciprocity happy. Team Liquid happy. They have the two remaining compounds within it. Creighton center circle as well, just to bait them all out. You can see NIP, they made the move. They got Timmy down. Pushing on to Misa meanwhile. Gustav getting one down. He gets dropped again. Iro left with it all to do. along with Michael to try and make the push. Back and up with a spray down, not going to work. Iro gets him. Down to nothing. Michael's having to back away. Gustav's left, but they're getting out of there.
Yeah, GamerLegion lost that one, at least for now. NIP trying to make the breach towards CrowCrowd. That's happening further towards the western side of things here, and CrowCrowd have their players still standing. And you can see Misa just creeping towards them. It's going to be Udir going on towards Chris. That's in the compounds. That battle continues. FaZe moving in the southeast, and it's going to be CrowCrowd finding NIP, but it looks like they've got a lot of attention from Liquid now.
Ibby catches the last man with GamerLegion as well. NIP go down. Oh no, straight into the FaZe dip. They get themselves 2 more TSM members, 5 kills and counting. It's kind of paying off for them. G2 with a knock. FaZe are moving on it.
Yeah, FaZe need to find somewhere to go. That's a big thing for them. There's not much
nades,
available. The nades are there. That card's going to go boom.
Oh, it's gone right to
it's
Yannis.
gone well. Big nades coming out. FaZe need to push on this, though, and Aitzy knows that it's time to get into the scenario. Get the fire done. NELLOZ is still there.
And G2 decimated by that play. Really nice movement from FaZe to pay dividends and get involved in it. NELLOZ, the last man, he's getting caught out. It's actually ENCE to getting shots on him. They're just spraying that smoke that he just laid down. They obviously had vision of him before he was going to toss out the last nade. There's a lot of smoke down there. They may just wait for it to dissipate.
And mxey just got miikaz, and you're seeing Reciprocity yoink the points there from the knock.
NELLOZ going. Can he make it work? Gets Aitzy down, goes around the side, gets the spray down, not quite going to pay off. mxey in the end does manage to get the kill. And G2 go down. 6th place for them as ENCE look to try and get some kills back on them. TRYFFELI down. A quick headshot from Udir with the Mini 14. Misa also knocked in the distance. NOOKIE getting him on his feet. The circle goes to FaZe Clan.
We might have a Liquid against FaZe scenario again. And FaZe have the circle, even though Liquid have the players. There's a lot of people in their way for that to happen yet. Reciprocity still have all 4. ENCE being a nuisance. They've got that Orm, so no one can really peek them right now. It's a bit too dangerous to be openly peeking. So Reciprocity might have a little bit of a tricky time trying to get to the circle here. And Liquid need to start playing out of this. They need to start really getting that pressure going.
Yeah, what are they going to do, Liquid, here? They have the vehicles. Obviously, they're all safe within the compound. Now they're on the move. They're going to go for the south side of the circle, I think. That's where I'm seeing Jempty. No, it's going to go straight towards the crate, perhaps. Use that crate as an advantage and try and set the vehicle up next to it. Yes, he is. So Jempty's at the crate. That's an Orm for SKUIJKE as well, I just saw coming out. So he picked that up a while back, managing to get a knockdown.
Yeah, ENCE need to work something out here. It might be time just to, you know,
Lack of
bank it in,
helmets.
do something. They've got nothing running in towards FaZe.
Oh dear.
Under fire, hit the deck. It's not looking good. CrowCrowd go down. It's mxey to unleash towards TRYFFELI. That's
Look at
already
Jempty.
one. And yeah, Jempty's on the move. He knows the FaZe are distracted, but now they've paid attention. Now they know what's happening. They've turned around. Ubah spots it out.
No, he's looking at the
firing
other.
towards Jeems and Ibby.
The brothers have completely moved in. ENCE go down. FaZe kind of completely
Show us
distracted.
Jempty and Samty,
Jempty
please.
pops around the side, gets Ubah down. Here comes the nades. Jempty and Samty in there, but it may well be too late. There goes the nade onto Ubah, and FaZe realize they have been flanked.
What a incredibly powerful move from Liquid, leaving 2 back as your anchors and pushing 2 of them forward on the low ground. Unable to be spotted as soon as FaZe put their attention towards ENCE. That was perfectly timed. And now the bigger issue begins. Reciprocity coming to the battle. They have a lot of players standing. They have 4 players still up. 3 teams, 10 players alive.
Yeah, FaZe are losing position because they've had to back away from that rock and flank position because of Jempty and Samty, and that's put them in the firing line for Reciprocity. The second that smoke clears, Rec are going to have a clean angle on them. You can see they're coming around. It's almost the same spot that ENCE just died in. Reciprocity have kind of moved into, and we know it has a clear firing position. Samty's moved dead center of this next circle. Still in phase 7, don't forget, with only 10 alive.
Yeah, Liquid just outplayed FaZe drastically. They basically outplayed everyone on this circle. Whether or not they can now individually keep up, we'll find out. An Eastern hit, and they are glad they made that move when they did. Look how screwed they'd be otherwise. Reciprocity still have the vehicles to try and shuffle up, utilize the cover, but there isn't much beyond their positioning. It's little by little they're moving it forward. And Ibby, Jeem, Samty trying to, wait the amount of players in the right position. Okay, do we put 3 more angle towards Reciprocity? Do I need to supplement Jempty? Is he safe? Can he hold this? Because Liquid don't actually have a great deal of cover to work with. Look at it, they've got the slope of the hill. That's about it.
There really isn't anything here, but they do hold the central position, which is the most important. It means that everybody needs to move through, and Reciprocity right on the edge of the circle are going to be buffeted by the blue the second it comes in, which is why they're trying to make that move and get up towards where Scoom is at the moment. Udir's going to make that play. Get across to the side. Oh, there's a nade
no,
coming
no,
in.
no,
That's
no,
their
no,
own
no,
nade.
no,
That's
shit.
their own nade. Monkey. I think he hit the tree with it or the
bounced off
UAZ.
the car. It bounced off the car.
Look at Jeeves, look at Jeeves going in with the nade. He's trying to get straight close enough and he's going straight towards ubah and Scoom. This could be desperate. Everything's coming their way. Scoom with his own nade. Molly's coming in. ubah's burning. He's caught out by mxey. mxey, the last man standing. Gemty and Scoom, SAMSY are moving in on FaZe Clan. This is Team Liquid putting the sword to everyone on the server.
Team Liquid know where to push. They know where it hurts. mxey's still alive, but the question is for how long at this point. And there goes mxey. It was a quick sweep there, and now Eyes instantly turns towards Reciprocity, who are already on the receiving end of so much pressure. And look at these shots coming out. Reciprocity in the open, cowering behind the smokes, trying to keep themselves alive.
Jeeves going for the spray through the smoke. Knows there's only really one smoke there, and you can see he's getting the information from Gemty. Nade's going out, but it may well be too little too late. Monkey down to nothing, having to heal off. Scoom and Idea last led at the other UAZ. And Jeeves gets the off angle once again.
When the pressure is on, Team Liquid turn up, and these guys just showed you a masterclass in how to play these scenarios. They made that incredible play before, and now they've just continued to dominate. Gemty finds her deer. Monkey can get some damage, but it doesn't matter. He's a one-shot. Liquid just took everyone to school in that final circle. Beautifully played out then. I loved how they approached that move towards FaZe. That low ground push was sublime. It was well timed, and they swept through so perfectly.
Is it any surprise that coming into the final week, we see all the teams from the Big Five? Well, no Na'Vi today, but it is only the top teams picking up wins today. TSM Game 1, G2, Team Liquid FaZe, and Team Liquid once again with their second chicken dinner of the day. Parla.
Thank you, D-Man. Team Liquid with 2 amazing chicken dinners here on day 1, the final week of PEL Phase 3. The crucial moment which our casters were raving about was when the twins pushed up. I can't remember which one did it first, but guys, want to talk me through that crucial moment?
We know that FaZe is gonna hold us if we don't make the play on them, so I decided to flank them and get the first knock so they couldn't do anything after that.
Yeah, you pushed up to that crate. It was such an awesome play. Did you think it was risky at all at the time?
No, I don't think they could see me if I go down there.
And SAMSY, I love the fact that it was you that joined your twin brother in that push. Was that sort of chosen or was it inspired in the moment?
Yeah, I just followed him.
Is that how it is in general life as well or just on the server?
Just on the server.
All right, Jeeves and Abisa, 2 wins today. You've got to be proud of that performance.
I mean, yeah, we are kind of proud, of course, because we closed out the game. We got some easy zones, what is nice. Thank you for that. And 10 kills, pretty good, to be honest. 20 points, let's go.
Yeah, you guys are looking quite on fire going into this final week. Jeeves, do you think you guys can keep it up?
Yeah, for sure, we can. This is our time.
Awesome. Well, if you'd like to say anything else to the fans watching, I know you've got a legion of Team Liquid fans behind you.
Yeah, as always, thanks for the support, guys. We appreciate it, also in bad times. Of course, we have some good games right now, so it feels good, man. And my family is watching as well, so thank you so much, guys.
A big shout out to all the Team Liquid fans at home and, of course, Abisa's family as well. That'll be it from us here at day 1 of week 6. But before we close out the show, let's head back to the desk.
Team Liquid, the double chicken dinner here for the day, and technically the Big Five won every single game today. However, our little prophecy was not to be. Just the same way almost it was not to be in the final day of last week. Oh well, Team Liquid, I think that's like 4 wins in 2 days.
Yeah.
So pretty darn good stuff to say the least.
From what, they had 1 win in how many games was it? Like 70?
Too many, I think is the answer.
60 some.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as EB said here, it's nice to see that they're supporting them through both the bad times and the really good times. Right now, it's going fantastic for them. They're making a run for it, guys. They're trying to get into the top 2 right now, and it's getting very close.
I mean, we know Team Liquid have been a super consistent team throughout the PL here, and they still haven't gotten that window throughout the phase, and they really want that. They're super hungry. We know that they're the team who always strives to be the #1. It doesn't matter if they get a second place, they're still sad about that.
Yeah, for sure. They've always stated very avidly that when they're creating the roster, etc., they're looking to become world champions, which is the most important. Not even just Europe champions, etc. Let's take a look at some of the final closing moments, or towards the end of these games, of course, as we had a lot of grenades in this one. A lot of very specifically targeted grenades as well. Miso with this spray as he continued it on as someone came around the corner. Perfect for Bjorn.
Unfortunate as well, like you move out into spray that is just lining up as well, but obviously keeping the spray like that, nice play by Bjorn. But overall, very much a this area is hard to play as well. You have the two dips to play, and when Liquid takes this much control as they did, it was just super unfortunate. But nice play overall for them. They made sure it worked out towards the end.
Scary moment briefly then as well, where ubah made an SLR look like it was on full auto and still hit every shot onto the vehicle moving. So, just ubah things. I mean, just pro PEL things, I suppose.
But he's also just on another level.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Sad faces from FaZe there, even though they got second place.
Yeah. It's been another good day for FaZe.
Third.
As they got themselves in a good position. Let's take a look at the points coming in as well. 0 points for Pittsburgh Knights and Na'Vi, as unfortunately for them, that is not the best spot to be in.
It was supposed to be on the other side.
Yeah, damn it, Na'Vi, come on. And unfortunate indeed. Up to the top first through 8th. 20 points coming in for Team Liquid. FaZe got themselves 10 kills despite that third place, so 15 points go their way, Mr. Erangel.
What a great day for Reciprocity as well. Again here with 9 points overall for today. They're sitting comfortably on 5th place with 36 points. It's really nice to see that they're stepping up their game.
Here's the movers and the shakers. Only one movement here to get things going.
Well, that movement is not the important one. Look at GamerLegion, Pittsburgh Knights. Right now, it's 2 points for GamerLegion to put themselves out of that relegation spot.
That's massive. That could definitely happen. And I mean, GamerLegion, they're also kind of on the back foot, so they want to make a run for it. Knights, they have a lot of expectations kind of to run up to, but look at these changes today.
Team Liquid has closed some of that gap once again.
5 points to TSM now, and 30 down to Na'Vi.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 is pretty far ahead, to say the least, even against Na'Vi, as you were mentioning.
Honestly, if you're Desperado now, it's time to step up. Look at that. You need to be worried. It's so close that both Knights and GamerLegion could pass you, actually.
In one game, literally. Like, if they have a 0-point game, Knights and GamerLegion, they have like 1st and 2nd place in one game, and then they're literally on the other side. So they need to start hitting the speeder here. But also, guys, in 47 G2, it's 14 points now. It's extremely close. G2 is making a run for it. They've played so well so far today.
And in 9th and 10th, Raise Your Prosody are just shy of getting into the money, so they're going to be looking to try and push themselves up.
Well, not only the money, though, but they can push themselves for a PGC spot as well. Right now, they're a little bit behind of CrowCrowd, of course, and they were a little bit behind from Phase 2 as well, but hey, it's not impossible. Still have 3 more days to go here.
Yeah, definitely so. So close call here so far for them, trying to push themselves up even further. N47 just continues to... I don't think they've had the most flashy day by any means, Avenger, but they're still there in that 5th place spot, looking pretty nice.
N47 today has had 20 points, so they're kind of a bottom mid-pack-ish, but it's very spread out today. Our worst team today is Desperados with 13, then Na'Vi actually on 15 points, so it's very even. And I know it's just one day here, but it's going to matter so much tomorrow. You need to step up now if you want to distance yourself to the bottom 4.
And there were our winners for the day, with Team Liquid getting themselves the double chicken dinner for the day. TSM, G2, and FaZe claim the other chicken dinners. That is it for the day.
Super weak.
Weak.
As we continue things on. And that's day 1 done. Is this the first? This is the first ever day we've broadcast on a Thursday for PEL throughout the entire year, correct?
No.
You're correct.
Phase 1, we did it for the first 3 weeks.
These random things? You're right, because we did so many days. We crammed it in. It was very compact. You take this box and you move it over there.
And also, Relegation also had a game day on Thursday.
I wasn't at that.
No. Overall, nice to start on Thursday. Now that when we are done with Saturday, though, we're going to have that's going to be our regular 15 games. It's going to be exciting to see if we're going to have any kind of records broken that time. And of course, the Super Sunday day.
With one that was rapid.
Ooh,
Rapid fire.
I like that.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah, of course we got one more extra game on that
Right.
last day, so that's very, very important. Is it double Sandhawk?
So
It's
double
gonna
Sanhok.
be 2 Miramar, 2 Sanhok, and 2 Erangel. It's gonna be a heck of a day.
Cool
We're
stuff.
literally, there can be the shakeups on that last days. It's gonna come down to the Sunday.
Leaving the final word to Froz, what do you think of double Sandhawk on Sunday?
Double Sanhok is going to be super interesting. You have teams like FaZe and N47 is doing really good on Sanhok itself. And I mean, that might be the breaker for a team like TSM or Liquid. If they're going for the win, but have those double Sanhoks, that might bring them down and FaZe up to the top.
All right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you everybody tuning in around the world as well. We are done for day number 1 here of the Super Week for PEL Phase 3. We shall see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for more PUBG action.